Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make these easy decorative wreaths. I'm going to show you how to put this fabric and ribbon on and how easy it is to do this part down here. So this is on a round wreath form. These are wire wreath forms that I got at Dollar Tree. They also sell them at Walmart and Michael's. This is an egg-shaped one. Now this one I got at Dollar Tree, and over here is a heart-shaped one, which I also got at Dollar Tree. Okay, let's get started. So for this round wreath form that I'm going to use, this is just a small one. You can get them really large and even smaller than this. I'm going to cut out 2 strips because I only want to cover part of the wreath form. So when you buy, I'm using cotton quilting fabric, so when you buy it, your fabric is folded with the selvage edges together. What I like to do so I can get a quick cut is I'll fold it one more time, and I will use pinking shears to cut it out. And my strips, they might be just a little over 2.5 inches wide, and I'm only cutting out 2 of these. I've decided I'm going to wrap about halfway around. So I'm going to start right about in here, begin wrapping. And all you're going to do is you're going to start with the end of your strip is going to be underneath. So I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to take the glue gun, put a little bit of glue across here, and fold it right about there. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to keep wrapping this around. And you just overlap it a little bit and wrap. And keep doing that till you get to the point where you want to stop. When you're coming to the end of your strip, just put some glue on there and wrap it around. Take your next strip that you're going to use and glue it over that end. So put the glue on there, lay the end of your next strip, and continue wrapping until you get to your final spot that you want to stop at. Cut any excess off, put glue on the end, and press it down. Now I want to wrap some narrow ribbon. Any narrow ribbon of your choice is fine. So I'm going to glue the end down first, right about here, and pull on it just a little bit. There you go. And then you're going to start wrapping it around. So take it and just begin wrapping it like this. Leave a little bit of space in between. There you go. And just keep doing this till you get all the way around to the other end. And then add some glue on the back side. Try to end at the back and finish gluing it down. And this is what it looks like from the front so far. And then this is the back. For your strips to tie on for the rag strip section, you can cut them anywhere between 1.5 inch to 2 inches wide. I like mine a little narrower because for me they're just a little easier to tie on. You can use more than one color. You can use just one color or 3, 4, 5 different colors, as many as you want to use. Go through your scrap pile. So what I like to do to tie is you're going to start at one end and you're going to fill every row with tying it on, and you only need to do one tie. So I like to fold it in half and then go underneath, then tie it in just one knot. You don't need to double knot it. Then, after you've got one on, you just keep your piles in the order you want to put them on. Take the next one and put it on, and you keep going through it. Fill in one row, then the next row, alternating your fabrics. You can make your own bow or you can buy bows. And to make a bow, I like using the wire ribbon the most. I have used other types of ribbon without the wire in it, and it depends on the kind of bow you want to make. So here's some samples of ribbons that you could use for, let's say, St. Patrick's Day. This is for Valentine's. This is patriotic. And then, of course, you could use something like this for Easter. When you go to Walmart, in their seasonal section of the store, they often have ribbons and other accessories that you can add to a wreath that you're making. And Dollar Tree does also. These are bows that I bought that are ready-made. These all came from Walmart. This was in the craft section of the store. This one here was in the hair accessories of the store. And then this was in the seasonal section of the store. And like I said, you can make your own bows, and I'm going to show you more samples of bows in a moment. I have a tutorial on 3 different bows you can make, and that link will be down below your YouTube screen in the description section. So as you scroll down, click on the word more, and that section will expand open, and you will see that link along with other links. Before I finish talking about the bows, I want to give my husband credit. He did the tying on the egg-shaped wreath and my shamrock wreath over here. He's much better at it, much quicker. I have a problem with my right hand, and it's very difficult for me to tie anything. I did do this one, and I just did okay. Now, I was talking about the bows. This bow was ready-made from Walmart in the craft section. So you can see it looks real cute on this heart one. This one here I made out of wire ribbon that I bought from one of the stores I discussed. I put this little shamrock in up here. This little shamrock I bought at Dollar Tree, and it comes in a package of many. So you can make a bow and then put something decorative right in here. And also, sometimes I make a wreath that doesn't have any bow on it at all. I really liked how this one turned out. And this is unusual ribbon. I bought it a while back, actually quite a few years ago, actually in Walmart store. I don't know if they still have it, but look for unusual types of ribbon to really spruce up your wreaths. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you try making a wreath. If I can do it with one hand and one other thumb, you can do it too. They're not that difficult. And this is relatively inexpensive. As far as the amount of fabric you need down here, it depends on how much you want to tie on. It could be anywhere from 1/4 or 1/3 of a yard for each piece of fabric print that you want to use, or even up to a yard depending on how big your wreath is. If you're interested in other tutorials that I have and other wreaths, I've got sewing and decorative items you can make. Check below your YouTube screen in the description section. Scroll down until you see the word more. Click on that word and that section will expand open. Now, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.